And if you look at the gross domestic product per capita, that's per head, total annual wealth, due wealth of the country, divided among the Norwegian people, it's close to 115,000 American dollars. We're down at 62,000, and we're sinking. Our GDP per capita is going backwards, and the fault for that are the Australian politicians, I think, because what you've demonstrated just there at Roy Hill demonstrates what is happening in the country. What do you think of that proposition, that we should be like Norway, but we're going backwards?
Well, Norway is also a socialist country.
True.
Not the hard left socialism that we have in this country, but it's a socialist country, so they managed to do it. What hasn't helped our GDP per person is immigration. So the country's GDP increases, but per person it is actually decreased, and the opportunities got less. Norway does have immigration, but doesn't have the massive immigration we've had. And Norway's governments, no matter what colour over the years, have stuck to the same policy. We are having policy changes every second Thursday, and it is very, very hard to think long term. It's very hard to borrow money long term because the lenders are uncertain of the way our politicians are going to go. And we also have a massive bureaucracy. I'm not so sure how big the bureaucracy is in Oslo, but I think per person we've got to have the biggest bureaucracy in the world. And that costs us money. These people have to demonstrate they're trying to do something. I've seen these people. I used to work with the Australian Research Council. In those days, we had first-class air travel on domestic flights in Australia. People would travel first class. It was someone else's money. They didn't care. And the absolute waste that comes out of the bureaucracy is enormous. The other day, I was having a quiet chat with Warren Mundine, who used to work in various bureaucratic organisations in Canberra. He was saying, look, once you work within these organisations, you can just see the absolute waste that happens. So my solution to that is a very simple one, is to have our bureaucrats in contact with those people that they deal with. So you'd put the Department of Infrastructure at Rabbit Flat in the Northern Territory. Why? Because there's no infrastructure there. You'd put the Department of Climate maybe right in the centre of the current cyclone in North Queensland, or at a bracing climate such as in Queenstown in Tasmania.